Hi, I'm Dan Brook. I teach sociology here at San Jose State University. I'm on the board of the San Francisco Veg Society, and I do a lot of reading, writing, and enjoying life. I became vegetarian in 1983, and I've been strict vegetarian since then. And I say that I'm a vegan-leaning vegetarian or veganish because I have the vegan philosophy of minimizing harm and maximizing life, but not a completely 100% plant-based diet. So I never eat meat or any other animals, and I don't eat whole eggs or milk, rarely cheese, but if it's a small ingredient in something, I still eat those foods. Yeah, so there too, I'm not, I don't 100% avoid it, but I don't know what percent to give it, but a large percent, more than 90% avoid it. But I don't make it a strict line. I mean, I started for what we call moral or ethical reasons, and then the more one learns about this kind of thing, as I do, the more I see that in addition to ethical reasons, there's also amazing health reasons. There's social justice reasons, huge environmental reasons as well. There's spiritual reasons, there's cognitive reasons. So more and more makes it worthwhile. I think it's important to start with the values and the reasons, and to see that when we don't need to do something like eat meat and animal products, when it's unnecessary, then to realize what the implications are of eating those products. And it involves a tremendous amount of suffering and death, literally billions, tens of billions of animals per year killed for unnecessary reasons. And when I say it's not necessary, I'm actually being generous, because the truth is the avoidance of eating animals and animal products means that generally that we're physically healthier, spiritually healthier. It contributes to public health and environmental health. So it's not just that we don't need to eat those things to survive, but indeed we thrive without eating those. When we eat a whole foods plant-based diet in particular, so focusing on vegetables, fruits, whole grains, nuts, seeds, these are the healthiest possible foods we can eat. Plant foods never have any cholesterol and have fiber. So that alone has phytonutrients, plenty of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, the things that are quite literally the best for us. Plant foods are the superfoods. Well, I think it's even better than you saying it's an obligation, because the beauty of us being humans is that we have a choice. And the fact that we get to exercise our choice in a compassionate way, because we're not obligate carnivores, we're not obligate herbivores. And the choice is liberating, actually, because we're not automatons, we're not running by instinct, so we can choose to be more compassionate. We have the ability, and some say the right, to eat animals, but then we have the choice to say, I won't eat animals precisely because they are sentient beings, precisely because they're living like us. And ultimately, when we kill other animals for any reason, we know that this is an interrelated world where we all drink the same water, breathe the same air, we're all living beings, we're all interchanging energy. So when we kill other animals, when we commit this form of homicide, which leads to untold ecocide, we're ultimately also committing suicide. When we hurt others, we're hurting ourselves. So I don't believe in religious karma, but I believe in instant karma, how we feel, and I believe in ecological karma, because when we affect one thing in the world, we affect all other things in the world. So we can choose to be positive, or we can choose to be negative. We can choose to continue these vicious cycles of suffering and death, or we can transcend them and move to virtuous circles of life, compassion, health, and sustainability. I'm not a fan of trying to predict the future, because when people do that, they usually make fools of themselves in the long run. What I can say, though, is what we do now creates the world of the future. What we do today creates tomorrow. And the more that we eat lower on the food chain, the more that we eat plants instead of eating the animals that eat plants, we'll have a healthier world, a more fair world, a more compassionate world, a more just world, a more sustainable world. That's the world that many of us want to exist in and want to have for ourselves and for our children.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
And you don't mind if we post this in our website?
You can do
YouTube channel?
You can do whatever you like, yeah.